Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to Maho Radio, home of the one and only anime radio show in the entire Sekai. I'm your host, DN, formerly known as Director Nasty, here for episode 12. A quick preview today. As usual, we have JTT Just the Tip. We have a waifu, goddess Izakai. We got your Sekai, your choice. We're talking danmachi, Bleach, Boys Love. We're talking Dan the Dan cucking us all just in the final moments of the end of the season, which nobody can stand. We got Superman trailer. We got Chainsaw Man trailer. Make sure you stay tuned for everything. If you're listening on Spotify or YouTube, comment down below what's your favorite seasonal anime out right now. Make sure you come through for episode 13, where we will be breaking down the top 10 anime of the season. I hope y'all stick around for the whole episode. I see somebody say ill BL. Look, Bleach dove into the boys' love this season, and we're not gonna shy away from it. We're gonna dive right in. But first, we're gonna talk about motherfucking danmachi. As of right now, let's get into just the tip. We're gonna get started. First thing, like I said, we're talking about danmachi. War Games is on and it's not going well. The Freya fam is advertised. Freya fam, I'm sorry. I was not familiar with your game. I knew y'all was them. Truly, I do. There's not a moment that I was like, yeah, Freya fam's not what they seem. I just knew. I just didn't think it was gonna be this much of an ass whooping. I was fully unprepared for the hands that they was going to throw, bro. Like, it's one of those things, like, when your healer snaps in his OP, that means the rest of the team don't really stand a chance. I'm telling you right now. The generals are just all pulling up and handling business for the Freya fam. They're not letting them go nowhere. Hedon is moving the chess pieces. He came up with the brain strategy. Odorol is out here. Poor Bell is getting bodied. I realized that he has this giant piece of plate armor covering his heart, his chest. I was watching Shield Hero, a bridge by Fat Dog Studios. Shout out to them. And I noticed that there's a character in that also has that piece of armor where his only armor is covering his heart. I was like, oh, that's more common than I thought. If you're wearing light armor and you don't want to, you want to protect your vital organs, but you really want to make sure you're still mobile. Yo, just make sure you wear something over the front and the back of your heart, helmet for your head, like shoulders, elbows, protect the joints, and you're good. I thought Odorol's armor was weird, but it's more common than I thought. I seen it 3 times in the last 2 weeks, and I was like, okay, he's not a weirdo. It is what it is. The planet attack that Bell's family, that the Allied army had, it was a good one until Freya just broke the rules and said, "You want to play hide and seek? Guess who's not gonna hide? Come get some." And I thought that was hilariously but absolutely unfair. Um, Watching Ban clear Van in like mere seconds truly shows the upgrade that he got. However, Odorol, yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm waiting for one of the 2 new powers that Bell unlocked after hitting level 5 to kick in, either the escape one or the resist charm. I don't know how the resist charm could help here, but I'm expecting the escape one to come into play at some point. So we'll see what goes on with that. I'm still expecting things from Big Money Boys or Daphne at this point, because where we last left off, Daphne was like, "Yeah, I need y'all to go die for me." Well, I'm gonna die for you, girl. You bad, but you're not Cassandra bad. I don't know if I'm gonna die for you. So good luck, Big Money Boys. The ball's in your court. Go save the day. The next tip we're gonna jump on is gonna be Blue Lock. The other boys love anime, but this one got crazy. Look, I'm glad that I didn't let people dictate how I feel about Blue Lock when I was watching it. I'm very happy that because the story is cooking so damn much and the artwork is objectively gorgeous, I just let them cook. Because this last episode, Rayo and Baru literally stole the goddamn spotlight in the show. I know I complained like 4 weeks ago about that Rayo episode where they revealed him as a chameleon and whatever, and I was clowning on him. I'm like, y'all may give me episode I don't give a fuck about. But fast forward, there's 2 times now Rayo has dropped my fucking jaw as he was dropping these fucking opponents. Pause. But this man used Nagi's scoring move to clear the fucking ball. And I ain't gonna hold you, that shit gave me goosebumps, bro. Cause I'm like, he ain't like that. Stop, Rayo, you're good. I know you just did a little something, something in that last episode, you know. Ha ha ha. I had to give you some respect. Oh, now you trying to be on the map? You really trying to act like you're him? And this man did it, bro. And that should look nice. That should look real nice. I ain't gonna hold you. And then jump to this man, Baru, the man that Ego has single-handedly decided is gonna push our superstar Isagi to greatness. Comes through. I already knew, bro. The moment Isagi like made it past, he started a chemical reaction and he looked like he was about to score. And Sai threw him off with just a little fucking shoulder. I'm like, Isagi, you need to be in the weight room like Baru. I need you eating nothing but fucking protein bars, fucking protein shakes, and in the goddamn gym. Because even he was like, just that little, he's like, that little bump threw me off. Like, bitch, what? And then the man Baru came through, 3 people, whole squad on his back, and did the goddamn thing. Because I ain't gonna hold you. If you look at it in retrospect, Isagi ended up getting shut down. Rin would have got shut the fuck down too. If Baru did not bust through pause, he would not have gotten that goal. Him and Shiru, both of them need to start wearing condoms when they play soccer, bro. I don't know what to do with that shit. But I thought it was pretty crazy to me. Last thing I'll say about Blue Lock, it was crazy to me that while Isagi was putting the pieces together, he never factored in Sai whatsoever. In my mind, I'm like, yo, he is probably the biggest wild card on the field. I know people think Shiru is the wild card, which he could be, but I don't think he's as big a wild card as Sai is. Because as you can see, Sai is playing true midfield. He's not only going to set you up on the offensive end, he's going to get back on defense and make things hard on you. Pause. Damn, it's hard talking about this BL without being sus. He got back and disrupted the play, and I'm like, Isagi, why would you not include their supposed best player? Are you not clocking him because you don't think he's the best player? Or are you not clocking him because you're so hyper-focused on your squad only? I think he needs to expand his mind just one more again. Because that was a massive misstep to me. So I'm waiting to see if they're going to correct that moving forward, or if that's just going to be one of those things like, whatever. We're just going to let it slide. And then I'm just like, oh, if y'all going to let it slide, I'm going to let it slide. It is what it is. But interesting to see if Isagi's truly going to be the next face of Japanese soccer. Is it going to be Blue Lock itself who takes over and becomes a face together? I like some of the philosophy that they were spitting, but we're going to get to that later, so make sure you stick around. The next and last tip we're going to jump on is Ramnag. This episode was fucking wild, bro, because I got to tell you, I felt a lot of ways about this episode. Akane losing her memory through a shampoo washing. So shampoo, wash Akane's head, and brainwash her into forgetting about Rama. Shampoo, brainwash Akane. That's a fucking entendre bar that I just wasn't ready for, and it was beautifully hilarious. But the thing that really got me in this episode was 2 things. One, how far Ranma was willing to go to help Akane get her memories back so she don't forget him. Cute. The other thing is, we had to really sit and think about, who do we want? Do we know that we know that sending shampoo away means picking Akane, but I feel like picking shampoo doesn't get rid of Akane. I feel like there's a world where, like, you choose shampoo and Akane's your main girl, shampoo's your side girl, and shampoo's okay being the side chick. But even it was nice for me to hear Ranma say the words like, damn, you know what? I am gonna miss shampoo though. And I was like, whoa. He's like, yo, it'd be a waste to see her go. I was like, whoa. I was like, that's crazy. Like, as much as he was acting like, I shouldn't say acting like, as much as he likes Akane and he wants her to remember him and he's choosing Akane, it was nice to see him admit, it's like, yo, shampoo though, yo, there's quality over there. I ain't gonna lie, for me, I struggle saying this, but if I'm being objectively true, yo, shampoo over Akane, bro. I said it in the waifu got his Izakai from last week. I'm doubling down right now. Yeah, bro, it's shampoo over Akane for me, bro. It really is. She's hot. She fire, bro. She's just dope. The design, the abilities, the way she loves on you, the yandere. I love the yandere, bro. I love it. It was, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Shampoo's also stacked. Did you see she fit that whole bottle of shampoo between them titties? I was like, God damn, excuse me. I didn't know she was stacked like that. I knew she was stacked. I know it was like that, but yeah, shampoo, yo, I ain't gonna lie, shampoo over Akane. But it was a good episode though. Absolute excellent episode. And the thing I like the most about it, not just Ranma realizing he's gonna miss Shampoo. It's the fact that Shampoo was very reasonable throughout the episode. I could see, that's why I said I could see a world where Shampoo would be willing to be the side chick and you could still be on Akane, but I don't know if Akane would want to know that you're still with Shampoo because she was conceding. Ranma was like, yo, stop going after Akane. I'll trade you. She's like, all right, bet. I'll stop going after your girl, but you got to kill the girl Ranma. And it's like, oh, shit. Well, then. That's tough. But she was willing to concede. There was moments she was like willing to like dial back how vicious she was being. And I'm like, yo, she really likes this nigga Ranma. She really likes him. Because it's one thing if she was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get him and do whatever, and it's by my rules or the highway. But no, there's a lot of moments where there was just a lot of moments for me where she was like, yeah, I'm willing to compromise to stay around. And sometimes, the person that's willing to compromise is actually like the good person that you would want. I don't know. We'll see how that one hits. But that's the end of just a tip. Let's see what the chat has to say. Let's see. If you don't like fan service, get your libido up. Yuri on Ice, shut up. I'm watching this with my mom in the room. My bad, brother Vex. Otaro is level 7. Is level 7, 8, so I was expecting it. Damn. I was ready for this ass whooping. Especially with no local familiar. Come on. Otaro can solo danmachi 99% of it. Is he really that? He really like that? 99% he could solo? God damn, bro. That's crazy for them. I don't know what they're gonna do. That's crazy for them. I'll be like, shit. Low ratings are the manga arenas. Ignore them. Dead. The manga has more animation than the anime. Stop. Bro, I'm snitching on P-chan. Ramna is accomplice. No, 100%, no doubt in my mind. Ramna is an absolute accomplice when it comes to the P-chan debauchery. Look, I wasn't going to talk about it again, but I'm going to bring it up one more time. In Ranma, Ryoga is disgusting. I keep forgetting that it's ironic. I realized finally after like 13 episodes of Ranma that the reason Ryoga is a pig is because he's literally a pig. Like, and I also I realized in this last episode that he is actually booty butt naked whenever he's in that pig form. So he's really just disgusting, rubbing his pig naked body against Akane with her not even knowing, not even being fully aware. He's a disgusting individual. I can't ride with him. But I also like that in his character arc in the show, he is very not shy about telling Ranma, "You're not my friend. You're not my boy. I'm not here to get you with her. Anything I could do to get her away from you and into my arms, that's what I'm going to do. I don't care. I don't like you, bro." And it's like, oh, okay, noted. And you can't really argue with him. You just know he's kind of trash. I had a crush on Eve from Wally. Really? Elaborate. Why Eve? I don't know why Eve. That's interesting. I worry about you, my boy. I do. I worry about you. Okay, we're gonna jump over to the quest board and we're gonna find out. My question for the quest for the community: why do people hate fan service, and does it keep people from watching an anime? I recently was watching a Your Butt Tevin video, right? And he was watching Shonen. It was like Shonen Tard watches romance anime for the first time. And the two that he chose was Love is War and Todoroko? No, with Taiga, Toradora, right? And one of the reasons he said he doesn't watch rom-coms is because like he doesn't like overt and too much fan service. And I was like, that's weird because that's not the first time I've heard it. I've heard that a lot of times in the past, but I did not realize that people truly avoid the entire romance genre because of this misconception that there's like overt and annoying amounts of fan service. In my experience, does a fan service exist in romance anime? Yes. But I would argue that a lot of times there's just as much fan service in a shonen as there is in a romance anime, unless it's an ecchi or super horny anime. Most romance animes, like, yeah, it's not the unnecessary fan service. It's just fan service. Sometimes it'll just be a thick bitch in the shot for no reason, but it's not really like in your face. We were talking before the show started about what shows or what other characters we see have like overt, annoying, absolutely unnecessary fan service. And like we collectively didn't come up with too many. We got Tamaki from Fire Force. Hers annoying as all fuck. Not a romance anime though. Hers is annoying as all hell. She will just walk into a room and then be butt naked 5 seconds later. Literally doesn't make no goddamn sense. It's like, why are you even here? After that, we were really sitting around talking. We're like, what else has like overt fan service? The next one I came up with was Fairy Tail. Now, back in the day, way back when, I'd watch like the first 40 or 50 episodes of Fairy Tail and then nothing after that. And that one had a lot of fan service. Like, and that fan service is what I would call like unnecessary. Like, Lucy would just be like bending over to talk shit to somebody on the table, and then bam, they give you the back shot with the cheeks all the way up, or they give you the front shot with the titties all hanging out, and it's fucking absurd. Absolutely absurd. And it's like that's one of the shows where it's like, yeah, they be doing that shit all the time for no reason. Again, that one's not a romance anime. When it comes to romance anime, I have a hard time trying to figure out which ones are just overtly fan servicey. I'll throw in 100 Girlfriends, but 100 Girlfriends is legitimately more rom com than it is romance. You know what I mean? The reason I say rom com and romance is not the same thing. It's not the same thing in my book. But 100 Girlfriends is just fucking crazy in your face about it. But you kind of know what you're getting into, so I can understand if you don't watch that one. The next one, a good rom com that I would throw my hat into the ring that says doesn't overtly do it. I feel like Tomo-chan is a girl is a perfect example of a romance anime where if you consider fan service, there's fan service, but it's not really like they're not trying to push that in your face. I would argue danmachi has more fan service than freaking than Tomo-chan does. And again, what is danmachi? A shonen, a fantasy shonen at that. I mean, I feel like every time you see Hestia, you're gonna see some ass or some titties. Every time you see Freya, half your frame's gonna be nothing but titties. Romance animes don't always have all that. Toradora definitely has like little elements of fan service, but it's not like overt, like bam in your goddamn face. There's a couple moments where like they put him in a position, you're like, wait, what you doing over there? What you got cooking over there? Why you sat like that for? But it's not like boom. So I want to know, do you guys feel like fan service turns people off from certain genres, such as the romance genre? Do you feel like fan service can ruin a show if it's too overt and too much in your face? I feel like in my opinion, ruin a whole show, ruin a whole season. I don't think fan service can really do that. It's either you got a fire story, you have fire animation, and then you throw in fan service that at sometimes might be inappropriate, where you're like kind of breaking immersion. But if everything else is cooking, you're gonna forgive that little fan service bullshit. That's how I feel about Fire Force. Fire Force be really cooking. So when Tamaki does some stupid shit, I'm just like, ha ha ha, Tamaki, get the fuck out the way. Let's go back to regular Maki, all right? But I've yet to run into a show quite where I'm like, there's so much fan service in this show, it's unwatchable. I haven't hit that part yet. I've definitely said it in moments where like they'll do a shot and I'm like, right there? That's what you did? I'm like, I'm gonna put that titty shot right there, but okay. All right, unnecessary. And there's times where you're watching the reactions and you see my face and you're like, oh yeah, no, director was confused by that shot. He doesn't know why they showed those thighs right there. That's fucking extra. But let me know what you guys think in the community. Let's go back. Let me see what the people have to say so far. Out with the fan service, I don't really give a shit. I feel like the people who care are the ones who raised in a religious household, so they feel guilty or some shit. My opinion, though, fair. Okay. I don't really have too much to say about that. I feel like I don't know what about fan service in a show makes someone uncomfortable. If it's like super younger characters, I'll give you an example. One of the reasons I don't like MIA Made in Abyss is because I feel like you have very childlike characters depicted in very wild positions and scenarios that I find to be highly inappropriate. And I'm like, why are you showing me this girl from this angle while this thing is happening? It's like, why would you do this? That's weird. You're weird. That's one of the few times where I'm like, I see the fans, I'm like, why would you do that? I think another one good example was Shika Naka Nakata, not. Those times that they would have like one of those shardies like in a weird ass like fan service position. I'm just like, is that fan service? Is that for us? Because that's weird. That was a weird time to do that shit. So there's times where the fan service can break immersion, but I feel like the way people avoid entire genres versus, avoid that genre because they feel like it's gonna do that versus how often it's actually overt. I feel like the scales aren't they're not balanced. They're not balanced. Can y'all think of one show where there was an overt amount of fan service that made you turn it off and it wasn't good fan service or purposeful and fan service? I don't know. Fan service fun. Lucy with the movie gif is goaded. Harmon's usually 100 girlfriends, hella funny. Alia. Ooh. Oh, Alia. Alia is a great example. Oh man. Alia is a good example of what people are talking about. I feel like Alia was good in its own right. It did not need fan service, but there was times they threw in a lot of thigh shots, a lot of titty shots, a lot of back shots when they didn't have to, but they chose to. And there was some times where I'd be like, "Oh damn, like you really? Yo, why you made her thigh so thick right there?" And it was just for a moment. I won't say it wasn't overt. It didn't annoy me, but it was definitely like out of place fan service. That's what I'm gonna call it. Out of place fan service. How much out of place fan service is too much fan service? That's what the question comes down to. And I guess it's on a sliding scale because it very much depends on what you consider out of place. Alia was that's a good one, OG. Alia was a good example. My dress up darling. Oh, you're saying Alia is a good example of a good romance anime. My bad. Nagatoro, I think Nagatoro was good too. My Dress Up Darling makes sense. The fan service in Dress Up Darling makes sense. You kind of know what you're getting into when you watch it. But I also know that there's certain episodes that were saucy, and then there's other times where it's like, no, this is just a good, well told story. So romance, yeah. DXD best rom com, stop. To Love Ru goated, stop. Japan be like that. Childian Tamaki is a victim, boy, stop. A lot of people didn't grow up watching 80s and 90s movies. Some wild shit I saw, that's fair. The most uncomfortable a popular made me was early on in Moshiko Tensei. Oh, that's fair. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely fair. It's a younger generation. They did watch the Spice Channel, like we did. I'm dead. If I still didn't turn it off. Mushiko was tame for me. Yeah, but you're a degenerate, OG, so we know that. But okay, comment down below. Let me know. As you can hear, the chat believes that the two-man fan service isn't really a thing. I feel like you shouldn't let the fan service dictate whether you're gonna watch a show or not. I really feel like, if you think you're gonna enjoy it, just jump in, give it a chance. But to say that you're not gonna watch your whole genre, like one of the most popular genres, you gonna stay out of because of fan service? I would make the argument shonen has more useless fan service than romance anime. At least in the romance anime, a lot of times they make it make sense. Or other times you kind of know you're watching something horny and just avoid the horny romance shows. Like Losing Heroines, like that one had minimal fan service at times, and at times there was a whole lot of service for you. But when you got the service, you knew you was about to get it. But they also told a good story. They just told a wildly good story, but I don't know. I might be biased on this one. But y'all let me know in the community what y'all think. Watch romance anime. Don't let fan service be the thing that turns you off from anything, all right? Don't let that be the thing that turns you off from anything. Not wanting to see fan service does not make you a better anime watcher than the rest of us. It just means you're taking your palate and you're removing an attack. That's like in your tongue palate. If you're like, I don't want to eat salty things, so I'm just not gonna eat salty foods anymore. You mean on your whole palate, you're just not gonna eat salty foods anymore? That's what I view it when somebody says they're not gonna watch something because of fan service. It's absurd to me, but hey, to each their own. But shout out to your bud Tevin for crossing that line and deciding that he's gonna try it anyways. And I saw it. He took a little bite of Loveless War. He's like, "Oh, this shit good." He took another bite of Toradora, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm about to finish the fuck out this." I'm happy to see another person jump on the romance journey. Shout out to him. If you won't eat ass, don't watch anime. Boy, stop. Dan, I got hella people looking at episode 1, so I don't buy it. Bro, Dan the Dan? Oh, man, no, it's okay. I'm going to get to that later. I'm also going to get to that later. We're going to talk about that later. People called it trash after episode 1. What? People going to say that the ratings say something different. Same complainers. Yup, numbers don't lie. I hate that we've become a numbers don't lie kind of society. I feel like we should let stuff stand on its own more often, but That's neither here nor there. I'm gonna let that one slide. All right, next thing on the quest board, we're gonna do something out of the ordinary. We're actually gonna jump and we're gonna watch the Superman trailer real quick. Um, Everybody who knows me knows I am a Superman hater. I do not like the character across comics. I don't like him across TV shows. I don't like him across movies. The only Superman that I respect and I love is Tom Welling from the Smallville Superman. That Smallville was one of the greatest shows that CW ever churned out in its entire tenure on TV. Smallville was amazing. The characters they chose were well casted, perfect, dope. The storyline was fire up until like season. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Right up until like season 8. Yeah, that's right. 7 seasons of Heat. Don't ever get twisted. Oh no, I'm having an allergy attack. Ooh, excuse me. Oh my god. Holy shit, that jumped the shit out of me. Make sure you cut that out. But yeah. So my hate for Superman, the character, is because he's everything that I can't be and everything that I hate. He's a Boy Scout, goody two shoes, the classic. I'm so overpowered that I have to be the most in control because if I lose control, people will die as character. He is the biggest. We gotta go by the rules, and why don't want to step out and oh my god, I'm having a big moral crisis dilemma because I don't want to kill this person, but they're perpetrating crimes. Kill that nigga, bro! Stop acting like a bitch. I understand that you're supposed to be the epitome. You're supposed to be a metaphor for when you have ultimate power, you also must have ultimate responsibility. You must use those powers with the right care and touch to make sure that you're not obliterating everything in front of you. For all those reasons and all those morals and lessons that Superman stands up for, that's exactly why I hate his ass. Oh my god, he annoys me with this holier than thou, I am better than thou, and all that shit. But guess what? They keep making movies about him. And I ain't gonna hold you. The movies are actually pretty good. I hate Jesus Christ. I may be a hater, but who's a better hater than somebody who watches you? Because I'm gonna be your best motivator. So, with that being said, the last couple of Supermans that they've made have been kind of cool. I like the Cavill Superman, the depiction of him. That's been nice. The animated Supermans lately have been pretty fucking cool too, with a little bit of edgier, grimier Superman. So I feel like they're finding a good balance between the morally just and super Boy Scout Clark Kent slash Superman, and now they're giving him a little bit more depth and grit on this side of the 20th century. So I'm not as much of a hater as I used to be. So we're gonna give this one a try. I want to see what they got cooking with this one because this is not. I don't believe this is a Snyder. This is a Snyder movie. So somebody new's taking over. So let's see what they got and how they're gonna show this Superman. Jesus. Man's dead in a hole. On site? I don't know how I feel about this costume. Oh, he got his ass beat. Fucking Yamcha, bro. That's what the memes say. Oh, shit. Look at this. Nah, that's a... Okay. Nah, that's a good Clark Kent, bro. Nah, look. I ain't gonna lie. That is a very accurate Clark Kent. I haven't seen this yet. I've seen the Yamcha hole meme on Twitter, and I've seen the one where they're throwing the can at his head. This is a good Clark Kent, bro. Hold on. He looks the perfect amount of nerdy. Oh, that's a good one. He looks the perfect... Is he still breathing like he's dying? He is. Oh. James Gunn? Oh, this is a James Gunn? Oh, look, I don't know if y'all been watching Creature Commandos, but James Gunn is doing Creature Commandos right now on HBO Max. That's fire. So far, James Gunn has done the best by the DC universe outside of Snyder. So this is gonna be good. This could be real good. I think I'm supposed to know that shawty, but I know who she is. The new Lois. She looks familiar. He's 6'6" IRL. Holy shit. Ooh. What the fuck is going on?
Crypto.
Oh shit!
Home. Take me home.
He got crypto too? This nigga's Luther?
Superman.
Interesting. Who the fuck's that nigga? Ooh, Hog Girl? Okay. Oh, damn, Lois. Oh my god. Okay. 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 Damn. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Because I know it's James Gunn now, my hope for it went mad high. Because it's James Gunn in it, yeah. Because I think we can all agree DC movies, Snyder has done what he can. A couple of them been some things have been hit or miss here and there. But I think truly in the hands of James Gunn, DC. Wait. James Gunn. Wait, no, James Gunn did Guardians of the Galaxy. That's a Marvel thing. Has James Gunn done anything DC? I actually don't know. I'm actually not quite sure. But because it's James Gunn got his hands on this, I have hope. I truly have hope. The Clark Kent that they use, bro, this dude who's playing Clark, nah, I don't know who this actor is. But this is like one of the best representations of a regular ass Clark Kent I think I've ever seen. Legitimately. He just looks so fucking nerdy. Like, I feel like I could go bully him and he wouldn't do shit about it. That's the mark of an interesting Superman, bro. I feel like Henry Cavill looked a little too out of place. He was kind of too big and brolic when he was in his Clark Kent mode. Tom Welling played a good Clark Kent because he played the good old farm boy Clark Kent. So, like, even though he was kind of brolic, he was, like, kind of hidden brolic. He was, like, farm boy. But Cavill just looked like he was busting out the suit. Like, Cavill, I would not fuck with Cavill in his Clark Kent form, and I'm definitely not fucking him in Superman. This dude, though, if you could do a good Clark Kent, hey, man, you just gonna get away with it. I will also say, I don't know how I feel about the outfit, though. The boots on the outfit, I don't think I like the boots on the outfit, bruh. Hold on. Yeah, these boots on the fit, I feel like they might be comic accurate, but there's something about the fit. I don't know. The fit looks funky to me. I don't know how to put my fingers on it, but yeah, I'm actually excited for this. I normally don't get excited for Superman movies. I'm usually #1 Superman hater, but today, yeah, I'm giving it a pass today though. This one actually looked like it was absolutely lit. Let's see what chat has to say. A man's got a crow's nest. I hate his hair and suit. Go back to your planet. That's the main villain. He looks whack. Nah, he's a Luther. Look, I like my Luther dark skin and thick. Pause. The Lex Luthor that I'm used to seeing in most stuff is the animated Luthor. Animated Luthor is like olive skin, bald, and a little bit taller. This dude does not look like that, but I do know him from a bunch of stuff. I don't know his name, but I know that dude who plays Lex Luthor from a lot of stuff. He usually does pretty well in whatever he's in. So I'm gonna give him space to cook. I'm absolutely gonna give him room to cook. We'll see what happens. I don't know which type of Luthor he's gonna be. Is he gonna be the dope? Is he gonna be the thuggin'? I run shit. I'm running for president, taking over the world Luthor. Is he gonna be the crazy maniacal Luthor? Is it gonna be I'm building an exosuit to kill Superman Luthor? There's like 3 or 4 different archetypes of Luthor. It's all about which one they choose to pair the Superman with. I think lately in the Superman movies, that's what they've been doing a little bit wrong. They'll choose one depiction of Superman and one depiction of Luthor, but their ideals and their philosophies don't clash the way that they should. They don't do a good job building them up against each other. And I think that's been part of the problem with the Superman movies in the past. You can't have a great hero without a great villain. And lately, the villain and the hero matchups in the Superman movies haven't been the greatest. And I think if anybody can fix it or do well with it right now, it's James Gunn. Honestly, I've yet to see something from him that has not done well. Peacemaker, slam dunk. Creature Commandos right now, slam dunk. All three Guardians of the Galaxy, slam motherfucking dunk. We'll see what he does with this. I'm excited. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think. Make sure you check out Sauce Maho Radio every chance that you get. No, that was actually dope though. Okay. I ain't like Superman since Death Battle. Goku wins that. Oh my god. Golden. Is that how did you ever see my Superman vs. Goku Death Battles? That's one, to this day, that's one of my most disliked videos all across YouTube. Because I was trolling the whole time. Like, don't get twisted. I let them know that I don't like Superman. But the way I was trolling in the video, bro, people were pissed at me. To this day, I see hate comments and dislikes from that video pop up. It's pretty hilarious. Go check it out. Fun fact, the guy that played Green Lantern, the Boca, is Nathan Fillion. The guy that voiced Hal Jordan in animated movies. Oh, nice. Nathan Fillion also plays Castle in a murder mystery show, Castle. Oh, I thought I recognized. That's him? They made him look mad fucking different. I saw the Lantern. I saw the Hawk Girl. I saw a couple other things, but yeah. Probably not gonna watch for reals. Damn. Love Smallville Luther. No, he was fantastic, bro. Him and his daddy. The Smallville Lex and Smallville Lionel, the way they went at each other, their sophisticated battle, I really felt the daddy-son pain in there. It was insane. Good ass shit. Did James Gunn give the thumbs up for Joker too? Nah, don't say shit like that. I hope not. I really, really hope not. That'll break my heart, bro. Okay, next on the quest board, we got the Chainsaw Man trailer. Look, everybody has been fucking spewing about this Chainsaw Man. I don't like what's going on with Chainsaw Man anime right now. The revisionist history that the community is currently having is honestly truly pissing me off. I feel like we've retroactively gone back in time and everybody's all of a sudden saying that Chainsaw Man animation wasn't good. Some of the sequences didn't look as good as it did. People are complaining about Makima's design from season 1. I'm like, this is the first I am hearing about all these complaints. Where the fuck did this come from? Y'all wasn't like this when it first came out. All y'all glazing the hell out of it. Gluck 3000ing that bitch. But now all of a sudden the trailer came out and people are shitting on season 1 of Chainsaw Man. I don't like it whatsoever. When Chainsaw Man season 1 came out, it looked fantastic. It was fantastic. It was so good. I watched it a second time in English just to catch the stuff that I missed when I watched it the first time in sub. And I had no issue with the animation. It was top notch of its season. It literally blew most things out of the water. But apparently this trailer is so good. The trailer for the Res Arc movie is so absolutely good that people are going back and shitting on season 1. I need to see this for myself, so I decided, let's together, Sauce My Whole Radio, we're gonna check it out and see if it's so good. We're gonna see if it's so good it actually changes how we feel about season 1. I don't believe it.
デンジ君はさ、田舎のネズミと都会のネズミ、どっちがいい？
Denji always with a bad bitch though.
最強に元気なら明日の休み、私とデートしない？デンジ君みたいな面白い人、初めて。
I'm choosing a country mouse, bro. Whoa, Makima.
どうしてそんなことを聞くの？私が全部教えてあげる。
どうしよう。目つむると二人になっちまったよ。
I'm gonna close my eyes and see 2 girls now.
あいつに天使をやるわけにはいかない。
Can I give her a Denji? Oh, Benny.
逮捕する。
人間は苦しんで死ぬべきだと思った。
Oh, the
これが
diamond
正
king.
解だよな。
Oh, no.
ビーム。俺に
Oh, my God. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, first thing first, I want to address. I don't see. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I will say this. I will just go ahead and say this. I do think this Makima looks better than season 1 Makima. Why? I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe it's the coloring. Maybe it's just like the design. I do like this Makima looks better. Overall, I think it looks about the same. I think it looks just about the same. Like, look at Denji here. It looks a little, you know what? It looks a little bit more crisp. Just a little bit more crisp. I don't think it's that crazy much, though. Yeah, look at this. I don't think it's enough to go back and say season 1 was bad. I do think it's more crisp, but that's it. I don't agree with these people. I'll teach you everything. Damn. I don't know who y'all choosing, bro. Look, me personally, I've never been Team Makima. We're gonna watch it one more time. I'm gonna pause it at some points though.
デンジ君はさ、田舎のネズミと都会のネズミ、どっちがいい？
Nah, dark-haired girls are supreme. Country
最強に
mouse.
元気なら明日の休み。
You wanna go on a date with me on your day off tomorrow? Yeah.
私とデートし
Nah,
ない？
look, okay. It's just crisper. That's it. It's not even like noticeably crisp. I thought there'd be like at first when I was looking at it, I was like, did they change Makima's design? It's not a change of design. It just looks more crisp.
やったー。
デンジ君みたいな面白い人、初めて。
Nah, she's cute. I like her.
マキマさんは俺に心ってあると思います。
She's manipulative as fuck.
どうしてそんなことを聞くの？
Yeah, no, I'm not. I love the juxtaposition.
私が全部
Now, this is what I need to see.
どうしよう。
Not this, no. Like, the next part.
やっちまったよー。
Oh, there it is. What devil is this? Whoa. And who is this? I hope this isn't the purple-haired girl. What is this, the firework demon? It could be fireworks. I see a lot of fuses. Bomb demon, maybe? Bomb.
俺が知るよ。
He's riding the shark demon. The shark spider? Oh, God.
女がさ、全員俺んこと殺そうとしてんだけど。
Oh, wait. No. Wait.
あいつにテンション
No,
上げる
can't
わけ
be.
にはいかない。逮捕する。
人間は苦しんで死ぬべきだと思った。
これが正解
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That Akira slide.
死ぬ
Hold
べきだと思
on.
う。人間は苦しんで死ぬべきだと思った。
That was kind of
これが
nice.
正解だよな。
Swimming blood. Psycha!
俺に後悔させんじゃねえぞ。
What is that? What devil is that? No, okay, time out. I want to say something really stupid. I want to say something really stupid. Is she the gun devil? Because I thought it looked like fuses, right? So I thought it was like the bomb devil. But then I feel like I saw her make somebody's gun blow up in their hand. And then she says the line, I think all humans should die a horrible death. Like, what are we doing here? I don't know what to do with that. I'm not gonna lie. I can see that it looks more crisp, but to go back and rewrite history and say that this was better in season 1, yeah, hard disagree. But I'm hype as fuck for this movie now. It looks like it's gonna be absolutely badass. I love the fact that Denji's not gonna let Makima take him lying down. I've never been Team Makima. I bark for her. Sometimes I say would, but after season 1, Makima is off the table. I want nothing to do with that woman. Keep her away from me in all her infinite glory. I want no smoke with her. Bye-bye. See you later. See you never. Don't even want to do it. Don't even want to do it. this new purple hair girl, she can ruin my life. She's like, would you choose the city mouse or the town mouse or the country mouse? I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never seen a city mouse that I like. Country mouse though, I might fuck around and give it a carrot or something, you know what I mean? But yeah, comment down below. What do you guys think? Are you choosing the city mouse, the country mouse? Do you really feel like that this movie animation is so good that we should go back and say season 1 could have been better? Or could we just like use nuance and understand that the budget that you get for a movie versus the budget that you get for a season is not the same thing. So you could make that money work differently for you. I just feel like we're being real disingenuous if we go back and we say season 1 animation wasn't good of Chainsaw Man and say just because this trailer of the movie came out. I feel like we're being real disingenuous and we're just kind of clickbaiting. I think both are good. I do think the movie looks better and is more crisp, but I would hope after you have a whole season of practice and like drawing and getting the pieces together, I expect the next project you put out to be more clear, crisp, better constructed. And that's what I'm seeing is happening. So I don't think it's anything crazy or out the ordinary. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and we're just going to leave it at that. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think. We're going to read some of Chess. Are you going to shit on a season that comes before the movie when the movies are usually supposed to be better than the anime? I feel that. Sound like Okarun. I think it looks better because they were on less of a time crunch. I agree. There's that too. The production had time to cook. This isn't coming out till July. If you told me they're only like a quarter of the way through done with the whole movie, but they did the entire trailer, it's like, yeah, that just makes sense to me. Makima be looking kind of bad with her hair down. Makima looks bad all the time, but I just know that something's wrong with her and I don't want to fix her. They mostly expound who the villain is in the trailer. Such a shame. It could be, but like, I feel like, spoiled or not, I feel like if you're paying attention, as much attention as I am, you might see who it is. But even I was paying attention, I don't know who the villain is. I kind of feel like I'm close, but I don't know who it is. A weird since the movie budget would be better, it should be better. DN not ready. I'm just upset they're against so little Chainsaw Man. If they're not Makima, I'm choosing them. I'm fucking dead. I did like the Kobeni sighting. You know what? I didn't like Kobeni at first, but I do like Kobeni because she's such a little bit of a mystery. She's cute, but she's dangerous. And it's like, she kind of has like this sub energy to her that the Dom in me is like, yeah, let's go get that. But I appreciate y'all watching this Chainsaw Man trailer with me. Make sure you tune in more Sauce Maho Radio. We're going to jump into the next thing. All right, next on the quest board, we got, well, you know what's funny? I was going to do, next thing we got on the quest board is Your Sekai, Your Choice. We're going to skip Waifu Goddess Isekai. I kind of had one, but I was like, I don't want to force it. So we'll come back with a Waifu Goddess Isekai next week. We'll probably do seasonal Waifu Goddess Isekai, the best of the best from each show, and decide who we want to be the grandest goddess of them all. So today's Your Sekai, Your Choice question is, would you, in the sense of Blue Lock, one of the philosophies that Blue Lock was spitting today, or was splitting this week, was talking about, Ego was talking about changing the face. Ego was talking about changing the face of Japanese soccer forever. And one of the things that he mentioned, he's like, most of y'all will be decent. Most of you guys will go on to do something, you know, something notable. Most of y'all will get scouted after this, but you guys might not be the ones that change soccer forever. And Isagi said, fuck that. I'm him. I want to be the one who does it. But it made me wonder, when it comes down to it, what would you rather be? What would you rather have? Would you rather have a long career and make medium money? You never play in the top league. You're always like in the minor leagues, or like if you make it to the big leagues, you don't play a lot of minutes, but you have a long career. You play like 10 years, you're middle of the road, you make like a medium amount of money, but like when your career's over, nobody's gonna talk about you, nobody's gonna mention you, you have no records, you played on a bunch of different teams, you're just like a journeyman, but you know, you made enough money to live your life and you had an okay career. You weren't trash. Or would you rather have a short career, you barely make any money, but in that short time, you were a fucking god. Let's say your career was like 5 years long, and for 3 of those 5 years, you were all that anybody was talking about. Like, you were literally the grand fucking poobah of your sport. Niggas, you won awards. Niggas was glazing you. You had bitches, everything you wanted. But your career was over after 5 years and 3 years of greatness. But you didn't make any money. Like, you made like a minimum amount of money. Like, you're playing on shitty contracts and you just outplayed your contracts and never got a big contract. You made just like you made enough money that you're all right, but you got to keep working for the rest of your life. What would you rather have? Basically the question I'm asking, would you rather be, ooh, this is going to piss people off. Would you rather be Carmelo Anthony? No, I'm not going to do that. Would you rather be Chris Paul or Jeremy Lin? That's what the question comes down to. Would you rather just have like a nice long career where you did some stuff but nobody's going to really remember you down the road? Or do you want to have a couple of seasons of pure brilliance where everybody down the road will be like, yo, you remember that one year when so-and-so was playing? Oh my God, he was busting everybody's ass. I'm not sure which side of this I fall on because there's a lot of little things that go into it. The problem with the second one for me is if you have a short career where you barely make money, but you're listed in the annals of history, like you will forever be legendized for those years where you went off, I don't know if that's enough for me. The validation would feel good, but like to know that like I have to go the rest of my life, that people would see me working like a regular ass job, like, yo, you was him. Yo, you had 3 years in the NBA where you was busting everybody's ass, bro. But now you working. This is where you work? Oh, that's crazy, bro. Ain't nobody took care of you? It was like, oh, you ain't make that much money? That sucks. Or you can have like a long career where you just kind of chug along and do your thing, but nobody's gonna remember you. I feel like the person that I am today, I would want the long career with the medium amount of money, and nobody remembers who I am. Because to be honest with you, in my content creation journey, I feel like that's what's gonna happen to me. I feel like I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna have my bills paid, but I feel like they're not gonna hang my jerseys in the rafters. 10 years from now, nobody's gonna be talking about the Director Nasty channel or DN Crash Out King DN. I feel like people will just move on and will have forgotten about me. But I'll be okay. They'll be like, yeah, now that nigga was on the scene for a while. He kind of did his thing. I think he made almost like 1,000 videos at one point. He was really cooking, man. But I wonder what he's doing. And it's just fade off into the daylight versus, somebody like a creator who like peaked during the Roni and now like you don't hear them anymore. You don't see their content. They don't pop up on your For You page. They're just nowhere to be found. Yeah, honestly, I think the person that I am today, give me the long career with the medium amount of money and nobody remembers me. Cause don't get it twisted. Get those years of like being the top bitch, those years of being the head honcho, the HBIC head bitch in charge. I feel like that would be amazing. I feel like to break records and to get awards and be recognized would be dope. But there's something about the downside of, not being financially stable that I mean, I guess you could write off if you did that good in those years, you could pivot into something else. And maybe you don't have to be broke, but like yeah. What made me think of this was two things. It was Blue Lock made me think of this, and college football made me think about this, where like the lifespan of an NFL running back is like 5 years. So imagine you got 5 years, and 3 of those years, you're the best running back to ever live. You rush for 2,000 yards, 23 touchdowns, niggas is singing your praises, you almost win an MVP, you get a championship, but then like you break your leg, and then like you never play another game as long as you live. You only got paid out from your rookie contract, which was like $3 million. And like, yeah, you just got to live off of that or use your name to pivot. I think RG3 is a good example of that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What would you rather have happen to you? It's a real tough question because both of them are so relatable and realistic. You really don't know which one is. I don't know if there's a better choice. There's both roads are okay, but just one is just less shitty than the other. I think I'm choosing long career, middle money, nobody remembers me versus being having my jersey hung in rafters. But you guys let me know what you think. Let's hear what you have to say about it. Cole Benny's too shy for me. I'm already someone Asperger, so I need someone better social. I'm dead. I'm picking wherever the bag is. Oh, so you're like, yeah, give me the medium money and nobody remembers who I am. Interesting. I know either one of them since I don't watch sports. Also, I haven't watched season 1 of Blue Lock yet. Well, remember y'all, my nigga. I appreciate that. Way I see it, and a million year no one remembering shit, chase that bag. I'm dead. I'm choosing the money. Y'all choosing the money? Honestly, I think I'm the same. Forget my name and give me the bag. Give me the bag, forget my name. Give me the bag, forget my name. I think so. That's the boat I'm in too. I ain't gonna lie, the validation from being like that guy though, that should be real nice. I ain't gonna hold you, that should be real nice. But as high as you go, the further you'll have to fall. Versus if you're like in the middle, the fall's not that bad. I wanna live low key and rich. Being a celebrity is also a curse. Bro, being a celebrity is 100% a curse. I used to say this as a joke, but I mean it now. Imagine being so famous that you can't, and people will roast me for this. People will be like, that's what you're thinking about? I'm like, but hear me out. Imagine being so famous that you can't even have like casual sex anymore. Like, imagine being so famous that every person you meet, you feel like they're trying to get something out of you. So you struggle to make relationships with men and women. You know, every guy wants to be your friend because they want to be in your entourage. Every girl wants to be on your dick because they want to have your baby. I feel like there's a line there where it's like you're so famous that like the people you already know, you better make sure those people around you are your fucking people. Because if they're not, good luck trying to fill in those people, fill in those holes. Because like it's gonna be hard to trust moving forward. So I definitely do think the low key and rich life is actually the way to go. Yeah, I don't know if I want to be so I don't want to be I don't know if I want to be so famous that I can't go to the store. Actually, I know I don't want to be. I know I don't want to be. I never want to be so famous that I can't go to the store or I can't do normal shit without people jumping me. Cause like I'm not gonna lie, I've been recognized in public from YBR channel or my own stuff like 5 times in my life. I've been recognized 5 times, right? And right now, that's fine for me. The validation that I got from those 5 meetings were fucking amazing. They're dope. It's like, yo, this is so fucking cool. But I can imagine if it started to happen too much, I'd get fucking annoyed, bro. I would get annoyed. I really would. But yeah, you're a Sekai, your choice. Y'all, so Spotify, comment down below, leave a comment down below. Or watch on YouTube, comment down below. What would you rather? Would you rather middle of the road career, medium money, nobody remembers your name? Or do you want to be the superstar, the top of the totem pole, but barely make anything, but your name will forever be remembered? Make sure you comment down below. If you got the sauce, share the sauce. Make sure you look for Sauce Maho Radio on YouTube, of course. You know, walk the street no one know who you are is a blessing. Muslims, you got to fill those holes with other rich people because it's all they can trust. Yeah, but I don't know if I would trust other rich people at the same time. It's hard to trust other rich people, bro. Okay, we're going to move in to the last segment. We're in the awards of the week. Awards of the week. Awards of the week. Awards of the week. Week. I don't know why I did that. I never do that. The grand finish. The first thing we have is a romance of the week. I'm giving that to Bleach. Jugo and Basby, beautiful boy love moments in this whole episode. The episode was good because it was very much unexpected. They gave us a lot of sauce that I wasn't expecting to get in a certain way. Jugrum and Baz are just 2 boys trying to figure out where they stand with each other. One uses his man's sword to fight. The other uses his pet name for Jugrum, aka Jugo. And this fight is all because Bazby thought that he was the power top, only to find out that he is the sissy bottom in their boys' longing relationship. Very much beautifully told and woven story between Baz and Jugrum. It very much explains very quickly, very easily, why that in Bleach, when it came down to the rest of the Stern Ritters turning and wanting to come kill the Almighty, it makes sense why Bazby was first in line. he is holding a grudge from centuries ago where he thought he was that guy, found out he wasn't that guy, and then vowed to get his revenge for being left behind. And honestly, it makes sense. Jugram, we now understand that by some means, some ways, that he may be a traitor. I was talking about it with YBR, I mentioned this in the reaction. In the episode where Ishida was fighting Ichigo, we had Jugram who was watching Ishida like a hawk the whole goddamn time, and the name of the episode is Traitor. I took that as that they were watching to see if Ishida was the traitor. Fast forward, come to find out, we might be talking about Jugram as a traitor. He might be looking at Ishida to see, will Ishida help me kill this father? Imagine being the number one glazer, but also being the number one hater to the Almighty. I think it's a good question mark on that character. I think it gives you a good reason to keep an eye on him to see what he does moving forward. But also, it was a very romantic episode and how these boys used and needed each other. I don't like the thoughts that Basby had about leaving Jugram, but he never did it. He never did it. But I don't like how he became such a hater when he found out he wasn't the power top. When he found out he wasn't the one that was getting strong on his own. He was getting strong because he was around somebody else. I will say credit to Baz, because Baz was already ahead of the game early on. He truly was. But his exponential growth was only thanks to being around Jugo. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's what I'm giving the romance of the week to Bleach. Not to who you think, but it's to the boys' love. Because you all know DN don't like BL, but BL finds DN. But DN will give this one to the BL, if that makes sense. Yeah. Anyways, next award, we're going to funniest moment. That one goes to Dragon Ball Daima. This episode was pretty funny because it only got funny because it was so unexpected. Goku is a greedy bitch. Let's start right there. Goku wanted to fight the Tamagotchi. Vegeta said, this one's mine. Goku, visibly upset. He's like, what the fuck you mean this one's yours? Nah, let me fight, bro. Tag me in. Let me just get a couple licks in. Vegeta's like, no, you got to fight one. You got to do your thing. This one's mine. And watching Goku be a hater is always hilarious. Vegeta jumps into this fight with the Tamagotchi. They throwing hands. They doing their thing. Vegeta starts kind of getting bodied a little bit. But it's one of those things like, Saiyans tend to up their power level as they need to. So he's just kind of feeling him out. I love Vegeta's fight styles because unlike Goku, who mainly wants to throw hands, feet, all that, Vegeta's not afraid to throw some ki blasts in that motherfucker. He's actually a ki blast heavy fighter, where it's like every chance he has to spam a ki blast, Vegeta's gonna hit you with a goddamn ki blast. And I'm not gonna blame him because who wouldn't do it? If you have the ability to shoot energy from your hands, why would you even throw hands and feet? That's why I get the whole thing. Goku loves the art of fighting. Vegeta likes to win. That's why I'm Team Vegeta. I like to win, baby. That's what we're gonna do. But unfortunately, Vegeta's fight gets interrupted by a goddamn Kraken, who then eats fucking Vegeta and kind of ends the match early. I don't know if he's gonna make it out. I expect him to blast out of this Kraken's head and just get back to boxing. But it was interesting to see him go from, he was just fighting regular, he was swimming in the water, trying to get away from the Kraken. Then he had to go into the release mode, and then he started almost getting away, but that Kraken was like, come here, boy, and just sucked him up. Funniest moment goes to Dragon Ball Daima. I also will say the other funny moment is watching Majin do for Dookie, like actually start running this first Tamagotchi's fade. I had no faith that he was going to be able to do it. Because again, he also looked like he came out and he was button mashing like Majin Ku. The only difference between Ku and Do is that Do's button mashing was fucking working. I don't think he's going to beat that Tamagotchi. I don't know if he has a potential. But I see he kind of has toon powers. I see Tamagotchi 1 is taking more damage than Tamagotchi 2 took from Vegeta. So it's looking like Majin Do might be it, bro. But again, I don't get the threat level terror from Majin Do. I'm not feeling the sense of this is going to be the big baddie, the big bad guy that's going to be what brings us down or makes this season hard. It could be that truly King Goma is going to be the end antagonist that really is the big baddie that we have to beat. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I really think I think he's gonna be the gag bad guy, and then Arinsu, Neva's not Neva is Piccolo's daddy's friend. Supreme Kai's sister. I think it's gonna be her or it's gonna be I don't know. I don't know. My shot in the dark is, and I think YBR or Juggle said it. One of the Coos or dudes are gonna get jealous and eat each other, and then when they power up, they'll be the ultimate bad guy. That's what I predict is gonna happen, but we're gonna see. I will say Daima's one of the funnier shows out right now, and it's doing its thing. So it gets the funniest moment for the week. The next award is Hands of the Week. Freya Fam versus All was insane. I knew they're the strongest group, but the gap is way wider than I could have imagined. I thought the gap was like a little stream in somebody's backyard, but it's more like the goddamn, oh man. The real river, Denial. It's wide as Denial, baby, because that's what some people are in. The Freya Fam ruined the hide and seek completely. They're currently dissecting and piecing up the other team's army. We see the generals from the allied army going down one by one. The Chunny Boyo dude fucking ran the pockets of like 3 people, including like I think a level 4 adventurer that's part of the level 5, I believe. We got Big Money Boars entering the fight, waiting. Bell got bodied. Like, it's not looking good right now whatsoever. So, Hands of the Week goes to the Freya Fam on danmachi. Because, yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't familiar with your game. I heard all the Cash Money shit people was talking, and I just couldn't believe it. But seeing is believing. And right now, especially this healer girl right here, her ability where she revived everybody on the battlefield at once, and then she got the boxing herself, and she has her own auto heal on her body. It's like, yo, when a team's healer is beating your ass, you really are in danger. Like, you're in true danger. Like, you're not gonna be okay. I will pray for you. Good luck. That's all I'll say. So, Hands of the Week for this week goes to danmachi. Next award of the week goes the Most Despicable. And the Most Despicable this week, that goes to motherfucking Dan the Dan, bro. Not for the reasons you think. Most Despicable goes to Dan the Dan for ending their season right in the middle like that. I am so absolutely upset at the way this season ended. We were smack dab in the middle of a story. We got no sense of closure, no sense of finality, no sense of, I feel safe like putting this chapter down. I literally feel like I was reading a book, I was smack dab in the middle, and somebody walked up, slapped it on my hand, called me a nerd, pushed me down, and just walked away. I feel completely unfulfilled right now with how Dan the Dan left us, and that's why I'm giving it Most Despicable. I'm also giving it Most Despicable because these reptilians that are about to R word our girl in the motherfucking hot springs is fucking disturbing. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I feel like I don't have to hold back when I say this, because when I say this, if you disagree with me, then I have to look at you funny. This author is interesting, creative, but strange. I don't like how often we find Momo in these precarious situations where something like this is about to happen to her. It started in episode 1. She gets her clothes ripped off. She's about to get extracted and arred by these goddamn Sapiens. Fast forward, now she's in a hot spring, all alone, surrounded by 5 old men looking reptilians, and they're about to corner her and have her pinned down underwater, hit her goddamn head. I don't like it. I feel like you gotta be a little bit strange or a little bit sick in the head to conceive or to think of putting this into the medium. Especially because we know Momo is like, she's in college, but she's like a freshman in college, like barely passed. I might even argue early entry. I don't simp, I don't drool over Momo, but I appreciate the art. It's one of those things that I just appreciate the character. But because I appreciate the character, I don't like the situations that they put her in, and I don't like that we just end it right there. I feel so unresolved and unfulfilled with the fact that she's like, and it's fiction. It sounds so stupid, but it's fiction. But I feel like she's in danger, like an unseeable, like I don't want to see this happen type of danger. And we just left the season off like that. And I'm just like, what the fuck? In my opinion, there should be one more goddamn episode. There should be one more episode where she gets out of it. We come together, we formulate a plan, and bam, that's where we end the season. But just to end the season on episode 12 like this, I think it's a disservice to all of us. I do think that if you're trying to negativity bait, if you're trying to rage bait people into like in being interested in the series or like talking about the season finale, you've done a good job at rage baiting. How it's gonna pay off for you moving forward, I don't know. It's one of those things like negative content will always garner more attention. It'll always get more clicks. It'll always get more views, without a doubt. But when you go down that route of negativity, you open yourself to a lot of negativity coming back. You know, positive begets positive, negative begets negative. When you leave people with these feelings, they're gonna remember things differently. They'll start putting a bad connotation to it. So I don't know how that's gonna work out for Dan to Dan. But I will say they do get most despicable for putting Momo in these situations, for ending the season in this manner, and for just giving the whole community like one giant FU cuck feeling, I feel like. I will say though, the episode was funny. There was once again a lot of BL moments between Okarun and Gigi fighting for Momo's love. They're clearly best friends. They're clearly friends now. Gigi made it very clear. He's like, yo, are we not friends? And Okarun's like, me? You? Friends? I don't know about that. Gigi's like, damn, bro, my heart. Okarun's like, you know what? I guess so. And it's nice to see that Momo removed herself from the situation. She's like, I want Okarun to have a chance to have a friend outside of me on his own. So that's why she even went to the springs to remove herself. I didn't like that she just ditched them together, but seeing that's her reasoning clears it up real fast for me. I thought that was a dope move. In hindsight, of course. In hindsight. Okarun's still struggling, trying to figure out where he stands with Momo in her life. I think it's cute. I think it's beautiful. Hopefully he gets what he's looking for, but I do like that he's going to continue to fight for her, and that's part of it. When you have friends, when you're making friends, when you want something, there's an element of you can't just hope it comes to you. You got to be active about it. You got to be proactive, fight about it, and get in there. And I see that he's like, I'm going to get in there. And I like that Gigi knows that he likes her, and he's like, I like her too. I don't know what we're going to do with that, though. I don't know what we're going to do. I do like, though, it's very clear in that, so there's one scene, it's very clear to us, the watchers, the readers. It's very clear that Gigi likes Momo, but Momo likes Okarun, and Okarun likes Momo. That's where it's going. That's where it's mutual. Because the scene where she's on the couch, and she sends Gigi to go get her some juice, and she's like, come on, Okarun, have a seat. Let's talk while Gigi's out getting me some juice. It's like, damn, so you're going to send your minion to go do your work, but your man's going to sit next to you? I like that. So I love that Momo's not shying away from like choosing Okarun. I just need my boy to open up his eyes and accept the love that he's getting from the girl. So it's nice. As far as world building goes, for the most despicable of Dan to Dan, the world building is dope. I believe that Hot Springs they're at is a reptilian base or Saurosapien base. I have no proof, but I believe it. I also already believe that Gigi, he was freaking out in his room. Did you see him like with the purple and doing one of these? I think he's already possessed of some sort. I don't know what's going on with him, but he looks funky and I don't trust it. I don't trust that when they were at Momo's house, it followed him to Momo's house. They came back to his house and it's not there, but then they just found like this hole in the wall and I'm like, so what the fuck is going on here? So I'm excited to see what they're going to do next season. On the bright side, we don't have to wait forever to get the next season, which is always a plus. But I do feel like, yeah, I wish they dropped one more episode, man. I hope they drop an episode and they just weren't going to tell anybody they're going to drop an episode. Like, haha, we got you. But yeah, I don't think we're going to get that. I don't think we're going to get that. And finally, the last two awards of the week. We got the best plot twist and the episode of the week. We're giving to Bleach. The best plot twist is Basby walking around like he's a big dick in locker room, only to realize he's in the wrong locker room and got humbled real quick before Jugo and the Almighty. The best plot twist was that. It was fantastic writing because they gave us the point of view of Baz chilling with Jugo looking useless, just swinging his sword like a weak little baby back bitch, and Basby being cool in the background, shooting everything, and then they flip the story on its head where they meet the Almighty, and the Almighty's like, you're the special one to Jugo, and he looks at Basby, and he's like, you thought you were special? You thought you were the big dick in the bathroom? It's like, no, buddy, you're average at best. The only reason you even got this good is because you're standing next to this guy. He has like XP share on him. Did you not know that? He's been boosting you this whole time. Without him, you would have been one of these other foot soldiers. You never would have made the Stern Ridders without him. The fuck you mean? And it was humbling. I legitimately understood why Basby crashed out the way he crashed out. I can only imagine what it's like if you think you're him the whole time just to find out you're not, and that the person who you thought was your sidekick is actually the person who's like gonna lead you into the next, like, oh man. That would fuck anybody up. Like, even as like good of a person as I am, I would struggle with that if I thought the whole time somebody was my sidekick, just find out that they were the true power around me and I'm nothing more than an ant in their presence. It's like that would fuck me up. But Bleach got the episode of the week. We got the deeper story on the Almighty, that the number one Glazer, Jugrum, is actually like his other half. I don't exactly know what that means, but it's his other half. He's a Quincy, born unable to collect Reshi, so he has ability to share powers. And so I'm assuming he's the one that stands to inherit. From my understanding and from what I heard in the dialogue, I do believe the Almighty is going to be taking the Soul King's place in some sort of suspended animation. And because Jugrum can share powers, he will then inherit the Almighty's powers and become him. I don't know how true all of that is, but I believe that's what I was supposed to pick up from the episode. If I'm wrong, so be it, correct me, or I'll just see it in the next episode. But I definitely think Bleach, once again, they're delivering a very different story than I expected, but still interweaving and connecting everything very, very beautifully. Like, it's fan-fucking-tastic. Bleach blew everything out the water this week. I feel like Dan, because they cucked us, I gave it a lower rating. danmachi, Freya Fram running pockets was obvious, but I just kind of let that one go. It was a good episode, but it didn't blow me away. Ranma was good, didn't blow me away. Blue Lock actually made me feel things. The closest thing to take an episode of the week away from Bleach this week was actually Blue Lock. It really was. I'm not lying when I tell you, watching Rayo use Nagi's move to clear the ball literally gave me goosebumps because it was so important. Everything was that literally turned the entire tide of the game. Like, by far turned the tide. So that's why it's like, yeah, it was serious. But Bleach, always fire, always the top, always a great titty. I am looking forward to the next season of anime. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. We got a lot of things coming, a lot of things cooking in the background. I'm very excited. Next week we will be doing our season of the year, top 10 anime of the year. It's gonna be a little bit of a different episode. We'll still do just the tip. We'll still do the quest board, but instead of doing awards of the week, I will most likely rate my top 10 anime from this whole year and go down in list in order. Usually I ordered the first edition of each of those animes, but because I'm gonna see if I don't think I'll get them in time because it's the holidays this week, but we'll see what we'll get doing. Let me read chat real quick, see if we have any call-ins, and then from there we'll end this episode of Sauce Maho. I don't know who I read that. Love you, nigga. Had to turn it down because spoilers. Those 6ix9ine guys and Dan were crazy. Good night, everyone. I'm going to sleep now. I ain't gonna get it. Take it easy, my boy, Lamau. What's going on, Foxy? Cut it on 13 episodes. Yep. I think 13 episodes was the way to go. I think truly that was the way to go. But, they're cooking, so I'm going to let them do what they do. I think it lowered the season a tad bit for me. Obviously not by much because it was amazing, but it was a bad spot to stop. 100% agree. 100% agree. And furthermore, that's why Dan didn't get my episode of the week. I gave it to Bleach. If Dan gave me and it sounds so selfish, but if Dan gave me the feeling of completeness that I wanted, or if I knew there was another episode coming, I would have rated it higher. But knowing that I'm not going to get more for like 7 months, it does something to me. It fucks it up a little bit. Konosuba sometimes did 10 episodes because it was a better spot to stop. Dan needed to do that too. They should have just stopped on 11. I agree. 11 was a good stopping point. 11 would have been an okay stopping point. I don't want to say good, But 11 would have been an okay stopping point, an acceptable stopping point. I would have said, yeah, right here. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. But all right, y'all. We're going to end this episode of Sus Maho Radio. I appreciate the hell out of y'all. Remember, if you listen on Spotify or YouTube, comment down below on your Sekai, your choice. Anything we talked about on the crest board, just the tip, any of the awards of the week. You could drop your awards of the week down below. I'll make sure I'll read it and possibly include it into the next video. Remember, if you got the sauce, share the sauce. I'm your man behind the cam, DN, formerly known as Director Nasty. Take it easy. We'll catch you in the next one.